Hey friends, I am Jessie, and I wanted to show you really quickly something that I would call more of a tonic. We use it more medicinally than like a sipping, delicious, enjoyable drink, and it's called golden milk. The base for golden milk is turmeric, and then you use like a nut milk oil. We prefer coconut milk or coconut cream, and then you add a bunch of other herbs and spices, and it is highly anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. It can help reduce joint pain and inflammation, improve memory, I was going, mood, you know, we're all good for that. Help sleep, improve blood sugar levels or lower blood sugar levels. The herbs in this are also highly antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, just like when we use the oils for those properties. So it's really powerful during cold and flu season. In fact, I have a friend who, when her kids are all snotty, she puts turmeric in their milk to help drain that out. Great for, golden milk is great for the digestive system, helping calm that down and improve digestion. As we talked, lowering inflammation, so it lowers inflammation in the digestive system, but the body, but also the brain, which is huge, and yeah, improving sleep. So what I'm going to show you is there are a lot of ways to make golden milk, and I know this is a lot of talking. I try to demonstrate more while I'm talking, but sorry, there's a lot to share. You can make this absolutely with the fresh turmeric or fresh ginger. If you find it, that's not always available, so I'm going to show you the dried version. For the fresh version, you'd kind of want to do the same things, or you can also do this stuff just in your nut milk. Like, you can put all the spices in there. I have found that turmeric absorbs a lot of liquid, so I like to warm mine up and moisten it. It's also called golden paste, this, before I mix it into the golden milk. And hang on, let me get this going while I talk. So, turmeric will absorb a lot of liquid. So I'm going to start stirring this and mixing it up, and I'm looking for it to just kind of be a moist paste and have soaked up all the liquid. Also, one of the issues with turmeric is it has to be what's called bioavailable. You can take like tablespoons of turmeric till the cows come home, but the molecular structure of it, the properties of it, it tends to be so large and clunky, it just kind of bypasses your system. Your system can't always handle it unless it's made bioavailable. So ways to do that: heat, fat, or you could use other spices like black pepper or cayenne. All of those will make it what's called active, bioavailable in your body. We make, sometimes we call them activated eggs, and we'll put like some oil in the pan, throw some turmeric in, let it heat up, and then throw our egg in there, and it'll make this like nice, really beautiful egg. We call it superhero activated eggs. So, okay, I put some water in. The turmeric has already, you can see it's a little bit milkshake consistency. It's already soaked up all that water really quickly. I'm going to keep going now, adding a little bit more water as I need, and then I'm looking for it to soak up all the water and then kind of dry out just a little bit. Okay, so it's already going. I'm going to add a little bit more water. So this is one that I would make a batch of, and I'll show you kind of how to store it. You can definitely make a few days worth. I would recommend taking this kind of as like a nightly, like a nightcap. So you can make some, store it, and then drink a little bit each night, because it helps to improve sleep, and it'll also help your body do all those things, because when you're sleeping is when your body is resting, healing, restoring, recovering. So make this part of your nighttime routine. So turn your lights down low, make yourself a cup of this, and read your book or whatever to really help your body prepare for sleep. Okay, so I'm hearing it starting to dry out again a little bit more, starting to kind of stick to the side of the pan, and that's about what we're going for. So I'm going to turn this heat off, and then I'm going to transition over. I've got my turmeric paste here. I start off with 3 tablespoons of the turmeric, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to siphon some off, and this will keep in the fridge for a good week or two. You can obviously use this in cooking. You can do a lot with this because it's pretty much ready to go. You could add a little bit to smoothies. Okay, so I'm going to leave about a tablespoon worth in my pot because I'm gonna go ahead and make this now. Even though it's day, I'm doing the video, so I'm gonna make it for you now, and then I'll warm it up and drink it tonight. Okay, what other, let me get a little whisk. So what other herbs? Add the ones that I mentioned. So cinnamon is also highly anti-inflammatory, really good for digestion, all those things. So I'm gonna add maybe a teaspoon or so of cinnamon. We buy both of those in bulk, so I buy turmeric in bulk and cinnamon in bulk because we use a lot of them. I like to get the Ceylon cinnamon because it's naturally sweeter. A pinch of cayenne, maybe a little pinch. The nut milk, or we use coconut cream, makes it so rich that you can go a little higher on the cayenne if you're not a fan. And then ground ginger, so I don't know, half a teaspoon of that. Same thing, it's great for the digestion. Again, you can also use fresh on this. Great anti-inflammatory. And then black pepper. Okay, now we found these great nut milks at Sprouts. They're just nuts and water. Obviously, if you make your own, that would be amazing. But because we eat more of like an ancestral diet, you could kind of go keto or paleo. So we do a lot higher fat and a lot lower carb in general. So I don't mind the full fat of coconut cream. Come here. Here we go. Full fat. So I'm gonna just pour all of this. This was like half a can in there. Obviously, this is going to be richer and thicker than if you used a nut milk. Go to your thinness, your consistency, figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna put this back on the stove to warm it, and then I'll show you. Okay, I have warmed my golden milk. Now, you can put this in the fridge for a few days. I'm gonna pour off a little bit now. I've got my mug. I love doing stuff in this mug because then as you're drinking it, a little Kermit pops out. I always try and use the fresh or the dried herbs and the oils as often as possible because they help each other. With a note on that, where is it? The doTERRA turmeric dual chamber gel caps, they have here, let me show you this cool funky thing. I don't know if you can see, that is the herb, the spice turmeric in there, and the turmeric essential oil. The really cool thing about the turmeric essential oil is that it synergistically enhances the properties of the turmeric spice. So it makes it bioavailable. So by doing it in the soft gel, you're getting all those powerful and amazing properties. And I think they said the study that they did, the half-life of it is 14 hours. So one turmeric soft gel a day is gonna do all those amazing things and yay, help you out. Okay, but the whole point is you can use the turmeric oil to help make the turmeric spice bioavailable if you're doing it, you know, like this style. So I've got all my things in there, so I'm also gonna do the oil. So I'm gonna do a drop of ginger in my little mug. This is what I'm gonna drink tonight. Come on, ginger. Oh, I forgot to grab turmeric. I would add a drop of turmeric. Black pepper. And if you want to know more about each of these individual oils, go to our A2 Ylang Ylang Oil Spotlight playlist and you can go see the properties of each oil. Cinnamon. Now, cinnamon is usually so warm and so intense that I would use one drop in a big old batch of things, not a little. But again, because of the richness of the golden milk and the coconut cream, it helps dissipate that intensity of the cinnamon. So one drop is good. And then I forgot my turmeric, it's over there. So I'll go get that and add that later. But I've got my drops of oil in here. I'm going to pour off. You can see this is a nice rich, and you can do, I mean, you only need like a couple ounces of this a night, a little mug. If it is a cold night, this feels glorious and warming to the soul. It is also, it feels amazing on your throat as it goes down. It just kind of warms and opens, makes you feel good. Yes, all the things, richness, spice. Like I said, it's definitely heavy. You know, it's not quite as light as like a latte. I know that there are turmeric lattes out there. So expect it to be heavier and creamier. So when you set your mind to that, obviously if you need to add a little bit more nut milk, you can, but I think I've covered everything. So ask any questions, any clarification, and try making this. I would say if it's something that you struggle with regularly or you're really needing support in that, I would say try and do this maybe like at least a good 2 or 3 times a week. I maybe make these once or twice a month just as I think about it or as I'm like particularly sore and looking for the support. So cheers to you. I hope that was helpful. Ask any questions. Anything else you want to see, continue to give me comments and feedback. And thank you all so much.